In this segment, we're going to cover how you search for documents and people in the intranet. Search is one of the most powerful features in the intranet, making it much easier to find the information you're looking for, especially when compared to searching for documents in shared folders. The SharePoint intranet search also makes it easy to filter the results that you get from a search, so that you can limit the results to a specific document type or even filter the results by the author of the document. Let's see that in action. Here we are on the home page of the LSG intranet. Let's say that we're about to prepare a financial report for senior management. Specifically, the president wants to know what our general income trends have been over the last 6 months. We know that Vivian, an employee in either the accounting department or the treasury department, has been working up some of that data, and now we want to search for it. All we need to do is to go to the search box that appears at the top of virtually every page in the intranet and type income statement. Now, there are lots of ways to configure search in a SharePoint intranet, but regardless of whether you're using enterprise search, fast search, or just a normal search, your search results will look pretty similar to what you see here. What we have is a list of documents and other pieces of information that meet our search criteria. And over on the left-hand side, we have a column of what are called facets. These facets allow us to refine the results of our search. For instance, one of the things that we're going to want to do is to limit the authors to Vivian. We can do that just by clicking on her name. The next thing that we're going to want to do is to limit the modified date to information from just the last 6 months. And we can do that just by clicking on the link for the past 6 months under the modified date. Something that I want to point out here is that SharePoint Search is security sensitive. Because we have authenticated into the SharePoint environment, SharePoint knows who we are and what our level of permission is. That means that SharePoint Search will only show us information and links to documents that our level of permission will allow us to see. Another thing to point out is that SharePoint Search can work as well for finding people in your organization as it does for finding documents. Let's say, for instance, that senior management wanted us to run our financial report by someone new in the finance department before it went to the president. We think the name they gave us was Bob Davis or something like that. With SharePoint Search, all we need to do is to set the scopes drop down to people, type in Bob, and hit the magnifying glass icon. SharePoint employs what is called fuzzy logic, which means that it will find similar names based on both phonetics and common usage. So here it's helping us find that Bob Davis wasn't who we wanted. It's actually Robert Davies that works in accounting. This is just a brief introduction to the power of SharePoint Search. It's important to be aware that how search is configured for your intranet and how well your documents are enhanced with metadata can make a huge difference in its effectiveness. Also, being able to find people based on not just their name, but on their skills, relationships, and interests is possible if individual employee microsites or MySites have been implemented in your intranet. Regardless, search is a very powerful tool to help you find what or who you're looking for. And that's all there is to getting started with search in your SharePoint intranet.